Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since I've done some filming, and came up over here to feed the swans this morning and thought I'd do a little update on the building pad. So yesterday, not a lot has happened, right? The building pad is up to grade where it needs to be. Well, minus about maybe a foot or so. And yesterday we were able to secure about 20 loads of millings. So those got dumped on here yesterday, and that will get spread out across the whole pad. And that way, when the crew is working, they don't have wet mud or whatever happens with the weather. They don't have to, they're going to be on something that's nice to work off of. So that'll make the job site more productive, and I think will be just better overall. And then before we do concrete, we'll leave it down like 3 inches, 3 or 4 inches. We're going to put like 2 inches on all this. So yeah, that's what happened yesterday. And got my son with me this morning. Say hi. Me and Paxton have been working on a project in partnership with our church that we go to, and so he's here this morning, and we're going to do a couple things, make sure the guys are good to go for their job, and then we're going to head off to our project that we're working on. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on here. Otherwise, there's not a lot that has gone on. I set, maybe after we go down by the swans, I'll show you guys what I did over there. We put some barrier blocks up, and that looks really nice and clean and keeps everybody driving where they need to drive. But we'll walk down to the swans here, check their food. I usually do that about, I don't know, every other day, every 3 days, just kind of depends. If it rains, I gotta change out their food. But I bought a different kind of feeder, and I just got to get it installed. I just haven't made the time to get it installed yet, but they heard us coming because they swam across from the other side of the pond, which whenever there's somebody here, they like to come and swim up by them. Another beautiful morning. How does it look, bud? Did you look? Yeah, they could use some food. Let's get them some food. So we'll get them some food here, and then we'll walk up over there, and I'll show you guys that. Letting my son do a little driving around here, so this is good practice for him. We'll see if he drives over that cone over there. He says he can't see because the truck is too tall. Oh, he's good. Good job. So he's gonna drive the truck over there. Great place to learn. I think I've talked about this before, but I flagged out the perimeter of the building here, that way. That's looking really good. And then what I did is I took all of our bin blocks that were along the road, our barrier blocks, and we didn't need those over there anymore. And I created our new barrier, which is what you see here. So this is the edge of what our parking lot will be. We're gonna have employee parking right here. This is where we're gonna have employee parking. I actually think I have to paint lines like legally. I have to have like four parking spots or something, but I can just do it right on the grindings, which is good. So anyways, yeah, this is gonna be our entrance coming in here, and then I took all of our boulders that we have. I got a semi-load this spring, and we haven't used them yet, so I probably am going to utilize these in the landscape, but I use these for this barrier here. Eventually I want to plant trees all down here, so there's going to be, our electric is going to come down through here, and then we're going to have a transformer that gets mounted like here, or maybe it's right here. I'm actually kind of hoping it's more up in here. But anyways, that's kind of what's going on here, and helps everybody know where to drive. We had 20 semis here yesterday. Looks like our soft spots are all fixed up and looking good. So that's really awesome. And it looks clean and organized. We are going to wait to seed this until the fall. So I'll spray it all with Roundup another time, and then we will seed it. And I probably am going to hydro seed it. I think I hired a guy to hydro seed it all. Still waiting on the concrete pad, which is totally fine. There's really no rush for that. But yeah, it's looking really good. So we're going to get things loaded up for the day, and that's kind of your update on this Tuesday morning here. I don't know where these branches come from. Need to get rid of that. So that's not good. Oh, it's going very fast. All right, guys. Well, we'll catch you when I have some more updates. What's up, guys? Friday morning here at the property, and I want to show you how things look right now. We have a building pad that's 100% ready now for the building. Like 100% ready. Last 2 or 3 days, they dozed off the millings that have been dumped on the pad, and that's now dozed out and perfectly to grade. And so that's amazing. Super happy with that. And so now we have a pad that doesn't get muddy at all for the people working on it, which is so awesome. And then yesterday we got another 25 or 30 loads of millings, and that got dumped here in front of the building. And so this morning, they're here to push out those piles. And whoa, almost just fell there. Push out those piles, and then we'll just need to wait for more millings. So that's our approach then, coming up to the building pad there. And I'll walk you up on here. So check this out. Totally ready. We'll have 6 inches of concrete on top of this, of course, but that's okay. And then he's pushing out the approach coming up. And so then we need to get millings basically from here to here. So we need another, if I were to guess, 40 loads. So another 800 tons maybe of millings for that. But man, does this look cool. I say that at every step, I think, but that's because it is cool at every step. So I might get my GPS out today and stake out the corners of the building again, but maybe with more permanent stakes. And man, I am just, I'm so happy with this. It's just nice that there's no mud anywhere, so you can drive all over here and have no problem with mud. And that's just a really nice thing. So we just had an inspection of our SWIP permit, which is what is that? That's the stormwater protection something. whatever that means. But basically they came and they had some questions, and we potentially had a violation on our entrance, but after talking through it with the lady and explaining to her basically that everything is now covered and there's no more dirt disruption going to happen, she said that we were in good shape and we didn't have to change our entrance. So they were going to make us tear out the entrance and put in a 2-inch stone construction entrance, and I was really worried about that. And so thankfully we are compliant, and she was happy with how the site looked, and didn't tell me that I had to get the seating done right away because she knows that it's not good time for that. So there's just lots of good things that happened today. And I'm in a really good mood about that, just a super good mood. So so I'm gonna run over to a couple job sites today. One of them that we finished yesterday, and that looks really good and it's all done. And then we're going to be doing some work around the property next week. We're going to clean out a big berm that's, let me turn you around. We're going to clean out a big berm that's over there that I've been wanting to clean out. I sprayed it all with Roundup a couple weeks ago. And then, we cut it all down, and so now I want to grade it out. So that's really good. What else are we gonna do? I don't know. We might next week. We might spend a little bit of time. We got kind of a slow week next week. We might spend some time cutting out grass where I want to make beds in our landscape. I got to think through that a little bit. I don't want to create more of an issue than what I want to create. But we'll see about that. I don't know. So guys, I think I'm going to wrap this one up for now. It's kind of your, I guess, update for now. And I think the next thing that's happening after this is I'm waiting on the concrete contractor to come and start pouring the concrete for our bin pad. So we'll see about that. And just, waiting on that kind of stuff, I guess. Which I'm not in a huge rush. That can happen when it happens. But and they're supposed to, I believe the plan is to start the building beginning of September. That's the last I heard. So the plans have now been sent downstate, and so we're waiting on that. And hopefully that is a smooth process and we don't have a huge problem with that in any way, which I can't imagine we would, but we'll see. So, all right, guys. Well, we'll catch you. All right. Well, I guess I wasn't finished with this video. Saturday here, Dadder-day as we call it. And me and my boys were out here doing a couple things, and decided to stake out the four corners and then paint out the outline of the building. And so there you go. So we got the line painted all the way out there. Grayson went back with the spray paint and remarked it, and a little squirrely there. But that's the corner over there, corner there, corner back there. So my truck's inside one of the bays here, trying to envision everything. And here's the back edge here. And then you walk over here, and this is the outdoor patio space. So it's 20 by 30, 35. So it really goes to like here, but then I'm gonna have a little bit of outdoor space where I want to have a pergola over the top that sticks out over it, like attached to the building. I think somehow I got to think through that, how that's gonna work. But and then you get a nice view of the pond. And I might take down some more of these trees so you can see the pond a little bit better. But anyways, so it's 20 feet out, overhang or whatever. And this is the other corner of the building. So then the offices are, the other stake is right there. And so the offices are like 35 by 60, I think. So the offices come from that stake right there over to approximately like right here. This will be all office space, and then there's a huge mezzanine over the top. So I used to have a mezzanine that went this way a little bit, but I separated it, and it's more in the middle of the shop actually, where we have all our tools and mechanics area, I guess, if you want to call it. Whoa. Someone needs to slow down a little bit. Oh my. So then the front, I didn't mark it out, but the front has a porch as well. That's about 10 by 30 or 40, I think. And so that comes to about here. So there's a covered, like just a little entrance area. And then we have parking spots out here. And then of course this, which eventually my goal would be to have 30 to 40 feet of apron in front of all this, all the way across. So this will get poured concrete because I have to for the 3 parking spots that I have to have. So one of them is handicap, and then 2 regular parking spots. But then eventually my plan is to then concrete all the way across the front. So I have a huge apron. So this kid's got to slow down. A little too fast for my liking, but he thinks he's hot stuff. Pax is practicing with the drone right now, so I'm letting him play around with it. Just slow down a little, bud, please. And you're ripping over our lines that you just painted, bud. Okay? Let's slow down a little bit. Huh? You can still do it, but I'd rather you not rip through all the lines on this side. Just go a little slower, okay, bud? Please. That kid has 1 speed, and it's fast. How is it, buddy? Is it cool? Getting the hang of it?
Yep.
Let's see, it's low battery. Push cancel. All right, so you have like, it'll start beeping at you when it's like gonna be dead, but it does know where you took off. So if it were to like ever like die all the way, it will automatically come back to where it updated the home spot. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So pretty easy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And take a picture. So just take a picture. You push that and take a picture.
Oh, wait.
You can zoom in a little bit if you want to.
Battery low?
That's all right. There you go, you got it. Took your first picture, dude. Good job. You want to land it? You can, don't do that. Well, only because we don't have a hard surface to land it. You could try it, see what happens. Maybe push it again. I've never done that before. Hold it, maybe. There you go. There, now it's gonna come to, hopefully, we'll see where it thinks it took off. Oh yeah, okay, so it did update the home spot, which technically I don't have anywhere for it to land on, but it will land on the stone, I think. Here it comes. We'll see how that does on the stone. I don't know if it'll be good or not for it, but whatever. Yeah, it kind of fell over. Awesome, dude. Good job. That was awesome. Huh? So I want to download the pictures that we took. So go pick up the drone and bring it over here. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap up this episode. That's what we're doing. I got some drone shots I'll put in after this of how this
this looks, and you can see some of the lines as we were painting them and stuff. But yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Leave your comments if you want us to show something that we haven't shown, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.